Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another scrap and chat, and we're going to get right into it because I only have a little bit of time, but I wanted to get a video done for tomorrow, which tomorrow is June 18th. So this will go up on June 18th. We are going camping tomorrow. Plus, I'm still working on my class. I'm almost done. Like, I'm this close to being done. So I'm working on it every day. So it's going to be available next week, sometime next week. It depends how long it takes me to, upload it to the place where I upload all the videos and all that good stuff. And, but it's going to be sometime next week. There we go. And then I thought I would get quickly one page done. And then after this, I'm going to go in the trailer and I'm going to keep getting it ready to go camping tomorrow. And it's kind of funny because that's exactly what I'm scrapbooking is when we picked up our trailer. It was on May 22nd and we had picked up our new truck on May 21st. So within 2 days, we had our truck and our trailer. We bought our trailer back in April, but because of everything that's going on, they couldn't get it ready for us. So they got it ready for us on May 22nd, which was fine. We didn't think, we were going to go and use it anyway. So, okay, I have no idea what I want to do with this layout. So I'm going to just take the pattern and just randomly cut some shapes. I have no idea if this is even going to work, but that's okay. Maybe this one a little bigger. I have no idea. So I can use either of those. I'm not too sure what I'm going to use. But you know how I like scrapping with scraps. Well, a lot of times when I start a layout, I don't have scraps. Oh, look at that. Will that fit? It does fit. Okay. A lot of times I don't have scraps, so I just end up cutting a whole bunch of stuff and then see if I don't like polka dot on polka dot. I just don't like how this is almost the same color, but maybe I can take this and create another layer. Let's try that. And then it'll stand out against that pattern paper. And I might do that to this, the next layer. We'll see. We'll see how much it stands out against the next one. See, yeah, I like that much better. It stands out much, much better. Okay, then we have this. We have that. I don't know if I want to do that for this too. If I do, I just need to go get another 8.5 by 11. But I can try it with this and see if I like it better. I think I do. I think I like that there's very definite distinction between the two. So I just walked over to where my cardstock is and I just brought the whole thing. And that's what I mean. Like, because I was a demonstrator, I used to buy 24 sheets of the same color. So I have a ton of cardstock in 8.5 by 11. And I want to change that side of the room. I want to get, what do you call it? A calyx from IKEA, the 5 by 5 cube. And I want to put it on that side of the room because I think it'll fit my stamp sets, the ones that I have on my counter that are in containers. I'll divide it. I don't want anything on my counter anymore. It's really bugging me. So I want to get a calyx. I like that. And then I want to, see, I kind of like that too. So maybe, I don't do that often that I will mat every single layer, but this time around, I really feel like I want to do that. So I am going to do that. There we go. Okay. And then we'll work on our embellishments. So yes, I want to get one of those calyx and container, or not a container, it's literally a piece of furniture. And I want to rearrange my scrap room. Okay, so I can do something like this and kind of create a bullseye, or I can do something like this. You know, you can start one way and then totally change it. I kind of like that. And then what can I do with the rest? So now I'm going to look at my embellishment clusters and see what I can create. There we go. I'm thinking I can put a piece of my grid paper right here, and I can do lots of journaling. I can talk about everything, you know, that's going on and how we had to wait like 6 weeks before we got delivered our trailer. I can even talk about how I played, because we bought it on April 1st, April Fool's Day. And I'll tell you this story here because it's actually, it's actually quite funny if I do say so myself. Okay, so I went and found this, which is just a scrap. As you can tell, I've used it before, but I think I'd like it to be sort of like this and hidden under here, that part. Okay, so I just need to cut it down. It's kind of crooked anyway. So I need to cut it down a little bit, not too much. So I could measure it, but you know, I kind of am not one to measure. I like to eyeball, but you can also do this kind of, take a pencil and kind of put a little tick to where you want to cut it down. So these grid paper, you can get them on my store. I absolutely love them because you print them off on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, like white cardstock, and then you can make it whatever size you want. And I love grid patterns, and I love to, you know, kind of use them to make your own little project life cards. You can use them like this, where you can, you know, you can cut it down to whatever size you want. That's what I like. I really like that. So this part I'm going to do as a bullseye. Do I want to do something like this? I mean, I'd have to fix this. Or do I want this? I think I like this. It takes so much more of the page, and it's something different. And some, you know, you can take the same thing that you have done many, many times, but if you just tweak it a little bit, then it totally looks different. It looks like a different different layout. And that's what I like. Same idea, same design, but by just tweaking it a little bit. Well, same design as far as that's, you know, what I was thinking when I started. And to tell you the truth, I was just cutting down pattern papers and a few of them ended up in squares, right? And they just happened to fit. So So I think I can do an embellishment cluster right here. I have these labels. I just need to take a drink because it is warm in my scrap room. I usually try to do my layouts in the mornings because it's a little cooler, because we have the air conditioning on all night. And I don't keep the air conditioning on. Oh, I didn't tell the story. Ah, I turned off the recording because I had to go look for this, and when I came back, I totally forgot. So we're gonna tell the story because it is kind of funny. So we bought our trailer on April Fool's Day. So, you know, after we knew, yeah, we're getting it, we decided that we were going to get it and everything. And so I texted the girls and said, you know, look what we got today. And this summer's going to be fun. We're going to be, you know, camping a lot and all this stuff. So they were like, oh, awesome. And I had sent pictures of the inside of the trailer and the outside and all this stuff. And they were, you know, pretty excited. And then about an hour later, I sent them a text and said, April Fools. And they were like, what do you mean? Like, you didn't really get the trailer? And I said, yeah, April Fools. And they were like, oh, wow, you got me. Like, I really thought you got a trailer. And then I waited like maybe, not long, like maybe 5 minutes. And then I said, no, it's just a joke. We really got it. And my youngest daughter, she's like, oh man, I'm so confused. Did you get a trailer or didn't you get a trailer? So I got them twice. I love that when I can, because both of them totally didn't remember that it was April Fool's Day. So I got them by saying that we didn't get the trailer when we actually did. A few years ago, I got my husband and my son good. I told them that I was going to get a tattoo. And my husband was kind of disgusted with me. He's like, you're 50 years old. Like, why are you getting a tattoo now? You went all your life without a tattoo. Why are you getting a tattoo? Like, I just don't get it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. He was just like, he just couldn't get, like, are you going through a midlife crisis? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you getting a tattoo? And so anyway, I kept him going for a while. And then I told him, you know, April Fool's Day. And then he was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, you got me good. And then I got my son too. He was like, Mom, why are you getting a tattoo? Like, why? I don't think I like it here. I think I like it up there. And then I might do one down here. And I mean, my second daughter, actually my oldest daughter and my second daughter both have tattoos. I think my second daughter has more. I think she has like 10. So it was just because he couldn't figure out, like, where did this come from? Like, this totally came out of the blue. Like, you've never talked about getting a tattoo ever. And then all of a sudden, you want a tattoo? Like, and like, I made it plausible because I told him I wanted to get the sign for like healthcare, like the staff with the snake, which would totally make sense, right? Because I've worked for 911 for a big part of my life. So that's why he totally believed me. And so that was funny. I got him good. So I like this. It says travel. And because of this, you know, we're probably going to travel a whole lot more. Obviously not this summer. But you know what? We're totally okay with, I think we're just going to travel within our, we can only travel within our province. Oh, I have to show you these. I made all of these. Aren't they adorable? My son made me a file for the flares and they look so good. And this might be something that'll be available in the shop Sunday, let me know in the description box below if you'd be interested in something like this. Like right now, all we have done is the viewfinders, but I plan on getting a whole bunch of different ones. So they're not going to be available anytime soon because I don't want to just have viewfinders available. But aren't they cute? Oh, I love them. So he made me a file for the 1 inch, 1 inch with the heart in the middle. And then he made me a file because it had to be a different file. I couldn't use the files that they have to be different so that they work with the machine. And then he made me some with just like the little hole in the middle. So as you can tell, I went to town and did a whole bunch. I think I did over 500 just because I was having so much fun. I printed 12 sheets. I think there's like, I don't know, 70 or 80 per sheets or whatever. So it ended up, or maybe not 70 or 80, but quite a bit per sheet, and ended up being, I think I counted, and it was like 570 or something that I got done. So, but right now, like I said, he only made me a file for the viewfinders. And I want one with little frame inside and, you know, like coffee cups and cameras. Like the possibilities are endless. I can't wait. So I'm might just use a couple here. And then the third one will be the travel, maybe. I don't know. I might try to add a few more circles. I just want to use so much embellishment. I love embellishments. That's probably like my favorite thing ever. So a lot of times I feel like 3 embellishment clusters just not enough. Like I just want to, but I have to kind of stop myself. But I mean, you can do you can do, for it to be pleasing to the eye, you can do 3, or then you'd have to skip to 5. And then what I do again is, I make bigger embellishment cluster, and then maybe the 5th one might be, let's say if I put it there, and it could be like 2 things, and that's an embellishment cluster. So you go from, making some big ones to, wow, is that ever crooked? I am having a hard time today with putting stuff straight. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so let's glue this down. So I'm glad I remembered to tell the story about that April Fool's joke that I played on my 2 daughters, and the one that I played on my son and my husband a few years ago. Yeah, I think it was like 4 years ago that I played that joke on him. I think I like that. I like that let's chill, because that's totally what we're going to do. I think I have 6 campgrounds booked up to now. And then I think altogether, when I counted how many times we could go, it's like 9 or 10 times, which I'm totally looking forward to that. And a lot of times it's just like a weekend, which is fine, like just a little weekend getaway. Like tomorrow, we're going Friday, we're coming home on Sunday. So it's literally just 2 nights. And I'm okay with that. So I don't know if I want to do 5 embellishment clusters. I don't know if I want to use that. I might just use, that's too small though. I like this, You Make Me Smile. I like this. I don't know if I like it there. It's almost like a little title. See, I find those are way too close together. I'm kind of out of embellishments. So this could almost be like an embellishment by itself. Like just that. Remember I said, you know, I use less and less. So, you know, I have like bigger embellishment cluster and then I go to very tiny one. And it could also be like a little title too. Like this, remember. I don't know if I like those little tabs there, but I'll leave them there for now. Now for this, I'm going to use some glue dots. And I'm going to glue that down. Glue that down right there. Oh, I'm loving those flares. And they were fun to make too. And that's why I wanted to make a whole bunch and then kind of decide if I wanted to, you know, put those up for sale too, because I was like, if they're a pain in the tushy to make, I don't want to have to make, you know, 500 of them or 1,000 of them, and I'm not having fun. Because, you know, even though this has totally changed into an income for me, you know, as far as, you know, the classes and the embellishments and stuff, you still want to, it's still one of my favorite things to do, and I don't want that to go away. You know, even making YouTube videos, like I don't want that to feel like it's a chore. I love scrapbooking and I want to keep loving it. I don't want to get up one day and go, ugh, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. I've been scrapbooking for like 21 years. So, you know, it's the hobby that has lasted the longest. I've had plenty of hobbies in my life and they've all gone to the wayside. You know, I've stopped doing them, such as cross stitch, which I still love cross stitch, but oh, it was so hard on the eyes, like, you know, getting older and they're so little. So that's why I like diamond painting, which I'm still doing. And I've had a few people ask me if I'm still going to do videos, and yes, I am. I'm just trying to get kind of sorted again. I was kind of out of sorts. So I'm trying to get in sorts, I guess, again. And then I'll start making videos for that again. I think I like that with that. It just adds a little, it kind of grounds it. So I'm going to put that there. Then, then I'm going to get my enamel dots, and I'll add a little bit of enamel dots. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be thinking about a title, and I think I'm going to put it right there. Okay, so blue. This is probably one of my favorite organization thing that I've done, is separated all my enamel dots. And I took Avery L pockets and I just cut them, and then they're all in there. At first I thought of taking like a piece of cardstock and then just gluing these down on each, and I was like, no, I always put them in my page kits, so they need to be separated. They need to be like this. So then when I make page kits, you know, when I mean, I hope that someday we'll be able to do that again, to go to weekends away and stuff and make page kits. And, you know, it's kind of like what I said to Mason. We're going camping, and he was like, but I'm not going to be able to go on the swings and this and that. And I said, you know what, buddy? Right now, we need to be happy with what we have. Let's be happy with let's be thankful with what we are able to do. And then we'll go from there, you know? Because, you know, a couple months ago, we couldn't do anything. So right now we can go camping. So let's be thankful for that. And then, I don't even know where I was going with this. So yes, I'm just happy that we can go camping this weekend. Okay, I just had like the biggest, I don't know, brain freeze or whatever you want to call it, because I have no idea what I was talking about. Like, not a clue. I don't know where I was going with this whatsoever. So yes, I totally like that I separated those, and it's so much easier for me to find stuff now. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 clusters with this one here, and I'm going to do the other 2 with these, just so that they're different. And I get to just add, I don't want to add too much. This is my smallest cluster. This is my medium. You know, between those 2, this looks a little bit larger just because of the flare. And that's probably my medium, and then my small in that one. But where I did 5 clusters, and then I'm going to put my title, and then that's going to be done. I'm just going to pause you for a sec, and I'm going to go find some alphas for this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm going to try and do a combo of all these, maybe. Or maybe just use these. I'm not sure. But let's start with this. I can do new. New. Well, I hope you couldn't hear my stomach. It just growled. And I had breakfast, which I wouldn't say all the time, but a lot of times I don't have breakfast. Because I have, we don't do keto anymore, but I still have the bulletproof coffee. And I just, because I find it so filling, you know. I don't do it with butter, I do it with coconut oil. And I just love it. Okay, so new, I want to put new trailer. And then, or maybe just new toys. Yeah, new toys. Let's do toys with this. And then if I find it doesn't balance very well, then I probably could have found the sheet. Oh, I guess there was something taken out of this. I was going to say because it looked like a new sheet. I like to try to use up most of the embellishments or the letters. New toys. I don't know if I want to do something like this. It just doesn't look very big. Like, it's not using up a lot of real estate right here. And I kind of want it to. Not too big. Okay, that was kind of a not good place to put that. Right in the middle of my parchment paper or wax paper, I guess. Yeah, I kind of like that. New toys. So I'm going to put that there. And then after that, the layout is going to be done. Awesome. So before I go, I just want to remind you that the classes and embellishments are on sale right now, and it's going to end this Sunday, the 21st. The classes are 54% off. I decided to leave it at 54 just because, you know, with everything that's going on. And then the embellishments are 25% off till Monday. And my new class is coming out next week, and it's all to do with die clustering and die cuts. And that's coming out in just a few days. Next week, sometimes I don't have a specific date nailed down. I'm almost done. I only have a few things left to do, but I want to make sure that there always seems to be something that pops up that kind of delays me a little bit. So, plus we're going camping for the weekend. So, and that's it. Yay! Another page done. I'm going to put the date on here. Maybe, I think I'm going to stamp it. So let's do that right now. Let's do that together. It was May, and I know the date. It's not often that I absolutely know the date, but this time I know it was May 22nd, 2020, and we picked up, because it was the day before my birthday. That's how I remember. So where am I going to put that? Maybe just right here, so it's at the end of the journaling kind of thing. So there's quite a bit. I think I'm going to talk about the joke that I played on the kids and everything, and that we bought it April 1st. And, you know, I'm going to put down how much we paid for it and all this stuff, and then what day we picked it up. And then I'll probably just do, and then I can probably mention what day we picked up the truck too. One last thing I think I want to do. One last thing. I find when I don't mat the layout like that, I like to take an ink. This is chipped sapphire. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it matters too much. I'm not gonna go too heavy on it. I'm just gonna do a little bit. And I could have put ink, distress ink, on all my embellishments, but sometimes I'm in the mood for that and sometimes I'm not. But I do like to put it around the layout like this, just so I can ground it. And it's usually when I don't put a cardstock to ground my whole thing, because then it's like a faux cardstock, if you will. Okay. And I'm hoping that next week that it'll be sort of return. I'm starting to feel a little better, like emotionally and stuff. So I'm hoping to get back to doing some live streams too on YouTube sometime next week. So I'm not going to nail it down, but it's in the back of my mind. I'm thinking about doing that again very soon. So that's it. That's going to complete this layout. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.